All right, first off, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, the water Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, for allowing us to do another video through His Spirit, the water Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, for giving us His truth as worms, double honors to our apostles, the elders, that great millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. And it's going to be a lesson, as you can see the title, Who Created Black, Latino, and Native American Culture. And we're going to play this clip going into it, but just a simple answer. Esau, Edom created modern day black culture, which is dead. You know, the apostles were going into it this week about rap music. Rap is falling from the top 40 since like 1990, the 1990s, the 90s. You know, the black culture thing, gang rap, all that shit, rather is Latino or black or Native Americans. That culture was, you know, really propped up by Esau, Edom, because black culture is deaf. You know, the being a hood rat, hoodlum, nigger baby, that shit is deaf. Simping to Maria and just working 80 hours, 100 hours, 200 hours a week to build the white man society up. Being a drunkard on a reservation, all that culture is what Esau, Edom has given our people. And they feed it to us, and they just say, well, look at these niggas. Well, who did this to us? What happened to us? What went down for us to be in this type of state that we're in? And Jacob is not excusable, but neither is Esau, Edom. He's done this. The wicked one has done this. Esau, Edom put us in this predicament of death lifestyle. All he promotes to our people is death. He doesn't promote anything positive, uplifting. And this is something. The reason this is important is because you have a lot of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who just point the finger back at us and say, "Well, this is." Hey, there's my lock on the comm board. It says connect the phone to Wi-Fi. It's buffering. It is connected to Wi-Fi. I got to turn this Bluetooth off though. Check the screen though. Yeah, but that culture was given to, you know, to Jake. And you have a lot of Jake who point the finger back at us and, well, this is black people. This is how black people act. Well, no. Who set up this system for niggas to act like this? Is it working? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's buffering. That's your Wi-Fi, brother. I'm just talking shit. Play the clip though. Tell you the clip. Got good Wi-Fi. No, I'm just playing. But shalom a lot. Shalom. Shalom to the brothers on the comm board. What happened to me?
How you do it? Get your...
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Admiration.
There we go.
Nobody in this world respects and looks at the black American with admiration. Nobody. Everybody looks down upon us. And they have every reason to. They have every reason to. We have nothing to offer this world other than a position as a slave. We don't have anything that we've developed in the last 40, 50 years that we can go to the world stage and say, hey, look at our invention. We ain't got nothing. We don't have a system. We don't even have a recipe. We used to have a recipe. Cornbread dressing, hot water cornbread, sweet potato pie. We used to have a recipe. We used to have some traditions. Nigga, on holidays, nigga, our mothers would buy us new clothes.
And just to say, those holidays, whose holidays are those? Whose holidays are these? Are these the holidays we were celebrating before we got over here during the slave trade? No, the fucking Indians weren't celebrating goddamn Christmas and Halloween, man.
Easter, Juneteenth. We should celebrate
Easter.
Our heritage. Now, to say that we're at the bottom in America, that's inaccurate. We're a last place on earth.
It's the culture.
This bald-headed nigga.
I blame so-called black American culture for the chaos we receive from the so-called black community. It's the culture. It's trash.
And I blame Esau Edom for telling you wearing this bald head and no beard. That shit is trash. See, this is the thing with Jake. I'm not gonna let this. I'll let him talk for a little bit.
Black culture in 2025 is nothing but trash.
That nigga gay. I hear it in his voice. I hear that bitch
What's
in
being
his voice.
celebrated right now is the worst of anything. What's being encouraged, what's being promoted, it's all nothing but the worst of the worst. Twerking is part of so-called black culture.
Yeah, okay, that's good enough. But yeah, and Jake likes to just who promotes twerking? Who owns the industry that really put twerking on the map? Who set all these systems up? The thing is, Jake likes to just X out Esau. It is not the white man's problem. It's our problem. Yes, it is. This is Esau Edom's fault. He's done this. Esau Edom runs all these industries that promotes wickedness to our people. You have the prophets on the highways and byways, but our people aren't trying to hear that shit, man. They're not trying to hear us, not calling that shit. But Jake is set on what the so-called white man has told them, man. They're stuck on stupid, and this is why they're not gonna make it. But Jake, I'm not justifying the 2/3 by any means. But I'm not justifying Esau Edom. Jake likes to. This same nigga would say the white man's cool, and he hasn't done anything. Esau Edom has redlined us, stopped us from getting loans. We had the Freedom Bank. Esau took that money and made bad investments with it, ran off with it. Jake had settlements that were thriving, that were building and becoming greater than even so-called white people settlements or towns. But what did they do? They destroyed them, they firebound them, and they gave them fucking black culture to replace it. And look at the state of our people now. Shit, Jake barely now just starting to make some fucking money. Well, you got it.
I got real quick, just to back up. That was Charleston.
That was Charleston White,
that was
wicked ass. That nigga wicked too.
Yeah, talking about how Jake is on the bottom and Jake and how they look at Jake, with no admiration and stuff like that. When all they go back to the curses, but like the brother's saying, like, yeah, we know we was cursed that these things gonna happen to us, but Esau took it to a whole nother level. Esau made sure that them curses was gonna stick and that there was no way we was gonna get out of that. Now we understand that we can't get out of these curses until the Lord, Yahweh returns, but still, you see what Esau's done to the Lord's chosen people, man. It's complete madness and it's done complete wickedness. But I'm gonna grab this. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. It says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, where the Lord shall lead thee." And that's what is happening, to the Lord's people, man. A byword and it says a byword and a proverb. And what do they call us, man? Call it just niggas, man. What do they call the Northern King? What they call Issachar? I ain't gonna say it, but you know the slang that they use against us. And it was once when you look at the scriptures, it was the other nation would look at us like, is this not the great people? Is this not the people of Yahweh Shem Shah? But not how they look at us. They say that in amazement, like this is them. These are the people that the Lord chose. This is the people that the Lord made his covenant with. And then, Esau has pushed his narrative and through what? Through the industry. He set up these rappers and entertainers with Jake idolized. And what do they push? They push, you got a lot of these motherfuckers be in that alphabet community. Or if they don't, they'll be pushing it. What does Snoop Dogg just do? Just push or just made a song having to deal with that, man. You got Saucy Santana, man. All these niggas out here like that, pushing that vibration on Jake, and Jake get up and run with it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Woman out here out of order. You see these women come up in the industry claiming that they did it all they self, all they hard work. What when we know you in that realm, what you got to do behind closed doors, man.
Shit, not even behind closed doors. Cardi B talked about it openly.
Sexy Red talked about it.
She said what she did to
Sexy
get
Red
there.
said, yeah, I didn't sold out. They didn't tell you that. And then you got but what? That ain't stopping these women out here going out here in these streets, twerking, shaking, talking about in it and clock it and all that shit, man.
I fucking hate that goddamn clock.
But this is all goes. This all like the brother's saying.
Stupid.
It all falls back to Esau Edom. This is all part of Esau Edom's planning. You know, to continue to keep Jake in that oppressive mindset and ultimately to destroy us. Not and destroy us physically, yes, but destroy us mentally. Because what's the strongest muscle in your body? Your brain. So Esau knows that he can destroy you mentally, then he got you.
Strongest muscle in your body is your legs, actually.
Your legs.
It's your legs. The most important one is your brain.
Oh, the most important.
Is your brain.
Kinda.
King get the accuser of our brother.
Accused of our brother.
Yeah.
Where is that at again?
This is real quick. This is 2 Maccabees 4 and verse 9. I think the strongest muscle in your body is your back. It's either back or legs. But second Maccabees 4 and verse 9, and it says, besides this, he promised to assign 150 more if he might have license to set him up a place of exercise for the training up of the youth in the fashion of the heathens, and to write them of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochians, which he went to the king to establish this, and this is a wicked nigga, a wicked Israelite who taught Jake the ways of the heathens, who grew them up and groomed them in the ways of the wicked. Look at these young niggas now; they've grown up under young boy, NBA young boy, NLE. Chopper. These are these niggas role models. Blueface. Niggas look up to Blueface. DDG. What's that nigga? DDG?
Yeah, DDG.
Kai Cenat. Speed. These young Jakes look up to them. And this is what happened right here. They set this wicked nigga up to teach the training up of the youth. And now look at our people. And even some of these old niggas have taken hold of it. You old niggas is fucking, something's wrong with you niggas. Actually, I'll start at verse 7. It says, but after the death of Seleucus, when Antiochus called Epiphanes took the kingdom, Jason, the brother Onias, labored underhand to be high priest, promising unto the king by what's this word in the Bible?
Intercession.
The water. 303 talents of silver, and others reverence 18 talents. Besides this, so reading again says, besides this, he promised to assign 150 more if he might have license to set up a place for exercise for the training up of youth in the fashion of the heathens, and write them of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochians. Yep, it says, which when the king had granted, he had gotten into his hand the rule, and forthwith brought his own nation to the Grecish fashions. And this is still what's going on. Look amongst our people. They're into the Grecish fashion. Why? Because you have Jake set up by the king, Esau Edom, the elites, Trump, whoever you want to say. They're set up by the Edomites to teach Jake the way of the heathen, to keep them oppressed and in a broken down state. Because when you go into the book of Judah, you know, if we have this book, they have this book. They know if the nation of Israel stays in this broken down state, in a wicked mind state, they will flourish. While the nation of Israel is going to continue to be broken down, they're going to prosper. This is Judah 5 and verse 17. And whence, actually I'll start at 17. And whence they sin not before their God, they prosper, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. And when you look at what's pushed to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is nothing but iniquity. Rather it's Bad Bunny, what's that nigga, Prince Royce, or fucking NLE Chopper, NBA YoungBoy. Prince Royce is a fucking that's a goddamn oh, you found something?
They ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay. What you got?
No, I just looked at what the strongest muscle in the body was.
What is it?
Master jaw muscle.
Oh, it's a jaw muscle. Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
I didn't know that. But yeah, they set these people up to keep Jake and what? Iniquity and sin. This is why bacon, lobster, all these shits that are abominable, which most of the other nations on the other side didn't fucking even eat, are pushed to our people. Even though these goddamn Indians are fucking crazy. Or I mean, the Ishmael, majority of the eastern world didn't eat pork, which is mainly pushed to what? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Everyone eats it now, but they know who they're pushing it to. The main goal of the elites and the powers that be is to keep these people in a dumbed down, stupefied state. The most dangerous thing on the planet Earth is an educated Negro, Latino, and Native American under the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. They are terrified of that. Because when that happens and we get back in that power seat, they go down. It says, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy. But now they are returned to their power and are come up from the place where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. And the other nations know that. Esau, Edom, the nations that are set up in the power seat, know that if we start turning back to the Heavenly Father, these nations will steadily go down and be taken out of the power seat, which is happening now. Because Esau, Edom didn't he didn't put in perspective the remnant. The remnant will always return and seek after Yahweh Shem Shai, like it says in Romans. I have 7,000 that have not bowed down the knee to Baal. You're always going to have that remnant, which is going to seek and serve Yahweh Shem Shai, no matter how grim or fucked up it looks. But this is why the scriptures call this nigga the accuser of our brethren.
Yep.
Because he tries to accuse us before the Heavenly Father day and night. And what? He sets up these wicked devices and just, well, look what they're doing. If you got that.
I got it.
Yep, go ahead.
This is Revelations 12 and 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which is accused before our power day and night.
Yep. Accused of our brethren. This nigga. And that word there is categorial, which Esau tries to categorize us, but he sets up wicked things before us, and then points a finger at the Heavenly Father and says, look, points a finger at us and say, look what they're doing. No, look what you're doing, nigga. You're putting a stumbling block before your brother, which is against the law. Don't you claim to be the Jews? but you set up stumbling blocks before the Lord's people, and then try to point the finger at us like we're the most wicked things on the planet Earth. Which Jake is fucking wicked. Jake is fucking wicked. Jake been wicked since the ancient world. But in these times, who's causing Jake to continue in his wickedness? Esau, Edom. Esau, you're to be blamed for the behavior of these niggas because you're the one who had these niggas in captivity. They're the result of what you did to us in captivity is a result of what niggas act like today. And you try to skate off and, oh, dude, this is black people. This is a black. No, and you try to bring out these false statistics, these false numbers, and he's just like that nigga who head got splattered was trying to do, and Myron's trying to do these false narratives that Jake was thriving and doing. Yeah, they were, but what did Esau do? He came in and firebombed them, destroyed them, and gave them fucking crack and rap to replace it. And look what happened. You got something?
Yeah. Just line back on what you said. This is Habakkuk 2 and 15. I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, what sorrow awaits you who make your neighbors drunk? You force your cup on them so you can gloat over their shameful nakedness. Say, but soon it will be your turn to be disgraced. Come drink and be exposed. Drink from the cup of the Lord's judgment, and all your glory will be turned to shame. Yeah. And that's Esau right there for you, man. He's
to close the book on that,
man. Because I read it in the KJV, but then I looked at NLT. I said, yeah, that's good. But yeah, what has Esau done? He'll set up these things for Jake to indulge in.
He'll fucking do a school to prison pipeline. Because they're not teaching you shit in the school.
Not teach you nothing.
They're expecting you to end up being a hoodlum.
Yeah.
And to end up in jail so they can get free labor off of you, because according to the 13th Amendment, the only way you can have a slave is through if they're a criminal. So they keep your black ass dumbified, stupefied, so your dumb ass end up in jail.
When you look at it's crazy. Yesterday, this group here in Michigan, they're called Band Gang, a hood ass group. Niggers. In they raps, they will rap about scamming. And one of the dudes, he's talking about he feel like it was so much attention was being drawn to him by the feds because they was teaching scamming and breaking that being down. Now, mind you, they were putting this on the YouTube. They was able to get their songs on Apple Music and all of that stuff. Who's allowing them to do these things?
Who's allowing this shit to go on Apple Music?
If they didn't want it's some songs that some of these top people do that they don't have on Apple Music. They just have them as songs you gotta go on YouTube to find them. They don't have Apple Music. They have allowed this group, who's supposed to be such a bad influence and such bad people, to be able to get their music on Apple Music, Spotify, all these avenues, man, teaching you how to do these things. And when it comes to scamming, how did Jake figure that out, man? When you look at, when we just watched the movies called Beekeepers at Malak House, it was showing how you have this big company, man, and what they were doing, they was creating a fraud on people's computers. They will call them. When they'll call them, they'll basically trick the people into giving them access to all of their accounts, and it's wiping out all of their accounts. And every people that was working in those businesses were Edomites, man. It wasn't Jake. So when it comes to this scamming, it goes back to Esau. But then Jake figured it out.
Esau, the biggest scammer on the planet.
Jake figured it out.
Because interest is a scam.
Yeah. And that's why Esau comes out on Jake for doing it. Because, like, damn, these niggas are figuring it out. These niggas out here getting this and then the third. No,
they're just using your system.
Yeah, that's all they doing. And then you, like the brother
they'll
said.
They'll criminalize you for it.
Yeah, and in so many ways. They'll come and dump drugs in the neighborhood, man. Make it hard for Jake to, okay, you push this, go to school.
Who is supplying these niggas with these Dracos?
Come on now.
Where are these motherfuckers coming from?
You can't just go to a store and just buy this shit.
Where you getting switches from? Who you getting switches from?
Something that's illegal. Silencers and shit.
Where a nigga buy silencers?
You got niggas
that got rocket launchers in the hood.
To get a silencer, I think you have to, it's a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
You can't just go buy one.
Ain't just going to buy a fucking silencer.
First off, nigga, they gonna look at you like
technology.
They gonna look at you like, what the fuck you buying a silencer for?
Why does nigga get a silencer?
Crazy.
This is Joel 3 and verse Joel 3 and verse 5, it says, because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temple my goodly and pleasant things. Speaking about the Israelites. Actually, I had to start up. Verse 3 says, they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. And they have taught our women to be whores, prostitutes, sluts, slut buckets, bro. Straight nasty sluts. These homo thugs are everywhere. It's these goddamn homo fucking thugs. Nasty. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Basically, it's not good enough. Just like the scripture says, Lebanon is not sufficient to burn. You heathens have to go through what you're going to go through. You have to suffer because you made the Lord's people filthy by the things that you set up, what you promote to them. Jake is going to die. Don't get me. Jake is going to perish in a horrible way. But you Edomites are not going to skirt off into the sunset and you're like, we didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing. And it says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly and pleasant things, the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their borders. Behold, I will raise them. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whether ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. What you got?
I got it real quick. This is Zechariah 1.
And then get Zechariah 11.
11? Okay.
And 5.
Okay.
And we'll close with that.
Yep, this is Zechariah 1 and 15. I'm reading NLT. It says, but I am very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations afflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions. And hey, man, that's another one, straight to the point. Pointing the finger at who? It says these other nations, but out of all these other nations, who do you really point the finger at that's done these things to the Lord's chosen people? Esau, man.
What does it say? The dogs lick their sores?
Lick their sores.
Dealing with, because all of you get rich off of the we'll get Revelation 11 and I think it's 8. All of y'all got rich off of the enslavement of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you just look at us like, why are you bum niggas so broke? But look what you've done to us. Look, shit. If I was a great case victim,
man,
and you just got thrown back in the street, and then you walking by me saying, why you so broke? What the fuck? This is what Esau has done. He done took a great victim, threw her back in the streets, and told her to survive on her own, and look and drives by and points some fingers and says, look at you, you broke hoe. Well, look what you've done to us. And then you have the niggas who was a part of it pointing the finger at you too. This is what Esau, Edom, and these other nations, and even the Lord's own people do to the poor and broken of the nation of Israel, man. Because these niggas are poor and broken in their mind. I don't care how many fucking degrees some bitch got. Bitch, you fucked up in the head. I don't care even if these niggas who go to colleges, you niggas are fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
You niggas have done some weird shit in them frats and them Q dogs and them alphas, all that shit, man. You niggas have done some weird shit to get at that high position. You niggas are fucked up in the head too, right along with these bitches. Jake think because they got some money and went to school that they cool. No, you niggas are fucked in your head, man. Because you think being like the white man is to go all. You think that's really being educated, being like Esau. That's not true education. Our education comes from our power, Yahweh Shem Shai, which is in this book, man. This is the education that we're supposed to be seeking after. Not the education or the schooling of Esau, Edom, which you teach to your children, which only leads them further to oppression. I seen this video that Jake talking about it. He said teaching your children to be like white children, not telling them the reality of the situation, is more harm than good, because you're teaching them that we're equal. We're not equal to Esau. These niggas don't tell their children that you're equal to black people.
Never.
You think a so-called white person somewhere is telling they goddamn son or daughter that you're equal to black people?
They would never say it.
You out your fucking mind if you think that. You are honestly, if you're really someone on a planet Earth that thinks that, you're fucking crazy, and you're not worth talking to, because that will be you if you think these goddamn Edomites are in their homes telling their children that you're equal to black folks, you're crazy. Because they think they're above. But we in our homes, they teach us to be like the Edomite children. Yeah. We're equal with them. We're not equal. We're above them.
Treat everybody like this.
Yeah, treat everybody the same.
Oh, that shit.
Esau's willing to throw away his whole society just to keep niggas down.
Yeah.
Because the New Deal with welfare and all the things that came from that were to promote to help Edomites during the Great Depression. Social security, welfare, all those things came from when these Edomites were in. Not I wouldn't say all, but specifically the Social Security during with the New Deal, which that's what it's called, which it came from, and I think some other systems came from that. Mm-hmm. But they were to help Edomites during the Great Depression. Yep. You Edomites are more on welfare and Social Security than anyone on the fucking planet Earth, man. But you push it that these niggas are on it. Yep. Fucking crazy. There's these fat white hoes on. These fat white hoes. Who's paying for these 400-pound lives, man?
500-pound life.
Who's paying for that? The government.
Sisters, man.
Who you think? The government. Through what? Through SNAP, welfare. Don't let them have a kid. Oh, Lord. Go ahead.
Real quick, just to back you up, this is 1 Corinthians 3:19. It says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness." Yeah, so seeking out Esau's wisdom is foolishness in the eyes of Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shai, because it's not true wisdom, man. What the things that Esau is teaching you, that doesn't have any benefits, man. The true things that the elites are learning and discovering, they're not teaching that to the rest of these people out here.
So they got private schools.
That's exactly why they have private schools.
What
did CK say? Yeah. When he is at a private school, he was so-called at a private school. And he said they started letting Jake and come into there. He said he felt oppressed in his private school because they started letting Jake. He felt like it was, I forgot what he said, but look, that's how they look at you.
Private school.
And then why you think it costs so much to get there?
What are they learning that's different than in public schools?
Real life stuff. They got them. They know something about trades.
They're learning
cooking class. They got real.
You're learning real stuff. Real information
that's going to translate from when you come out of high school and into the real world. Accounting, all of that stuff. They're not teaching you that in no public school.
Fucking learned about some fucking Abraham Lincoln still. They probably took that shit out. They ain't teaching you jack fucking shit.
They probably
in some fucking public school, man.
Nah, they teach
you there to fuck bitches. Get some free lunch if you have that.
If you have it.
If you have that, which they trying to get rid of that shit.
No, I think they did.
They might have got rid of it because that was with the Obama administration.
Yeah, and Trump in beginning, though, with the whole Board of Education.
That shit probably gone.
Yeah.
Because they've been cutting funding left and right.
Yep.
So that shit could be possibly gone. You in school though. I remember my senior year, I had all gym classes. I was working my ass off. I was doing MMA shit on the side. They ain't fucking in school to learn nothing. You think they got fucking all gym classes in private school? Them niggas are sitting there learning. They're actually learning information to take into the real world. We got taught in fucking high school how to write a check. Bitch, it's 2015. What do we need to learn how to write a check for?
Write a check.
When the last time you didn't use a check in the boat? When the last time anybody used a fucking check?
Only time you gotta use a check if you just starting at a job.
My
and
grandma only sent me
and they
checks.
take and they take them that 2 weeks to process your direct deposit. They may give you a check for your first.
And you not writing that check.
No. Oh, as far as you writing with, no, we ain't writing.
You ain't writing
Everything
no fucking
is
check,
wiring.
man.
Either money getting wired or cash at Brazil.
Man,
Everybody
no fucking write no
you
check.
rarely would see somebody. If somebody write a check, they they owe.
Hey, my grandma write checks for my birthday every year, and she's sitting.
owe.
That's the only time I get a check. My grandma sends me a check every year for my birthday. Thank you, Granny. Thank you for the check. She called me every year. You get the check I sent you? Did you get the check I sent you? I know we don't talk much, but did you get the check I sent you? I got the check. I got the check, Granny. That's fucking. Why am I learning this shit in high school, bitch? We about to enter the real. We got tossed into the real world after high school. Tossed. None of the information we learned in high school helped us. Me personally, I don't know about this brother. Went to private school. He's smart.
I ain't got no damn private.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want that Revelation?
Yeah, we close with that actually.
There's Revelations 11 and 8. It says, "Their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom."
Start at 6.
6. This is Revelations 11 and 6. "These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over water to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them."
Yep.
And their dead
Esau overcoming the saints. Go ahead.
It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the
Where does
street."
it say they got rich?
Verse 10.
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
It says, verse 8 says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified."
Which is here, where they crucified and took in the image of our Lord and literally changed it. Go ahead.
It says, "And they of the people..." And
change it to this lie, this Edomite lie, this so-called white man lie, even to the point of changing his name. Go ahead.
It says, "And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves."
That's 350 years. They all flourished off of us being in that broken down, fucked up estate, and even to this day, that wealth and them riches still are they still gain wealth from breaking us down all the way back then. Go ahead.
It's verse 10 says, "And they that dwell
From 1916, 19, from 1970, 1969. Go ahead.
It says, verse 10, it says, "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth."
Yeah, the northern and southern kingdom. They when we're in power, the world doesn't suffer as in a sense that how it's suffering now, but the other nations are under the foot of the nation of Israel, and the nation of Israel has strict guidelines. If you do not fall in line with us, you will be executed, nigga. That's how the Lord works. If you don't follow under these guidelines, we will put you to death. Look at when Solomon was in power. Solomon had the other nations under his fucking foot. And I'm willing to bet you, if they stepped out of line, there was no kindness to them whatsoever. Because Solomon had the nations under his fucking foot, all of them. Even the Edomites. You so-called white people were in fucking slavery by King Solomon, who you Edomites love to talk about. David, Solomon had your fucking forefathers in slavery, nigga. A so-called black man had your forefathers with cornrows with gold dust in his hair in fucking slavery, nigga. How that make you feel?
Yeah.
Because you are the biblical Edomites, and he was fucking white women, nigga. So how that make you feel, Esau?
Yeah.
This is why Esau's mad. This is why Esau's angry. Because he knows the history of what happened to him in those times. He know about Agag. He knows about fucking Haman. He knows about well, those are the main two, Agag and Haman, which Alexander goes back to fucking Haman's bloodlines of Amalekites, which they all go back to Amalek, the son of Esau, one of the 5 dukes of Edom. They know the history. They had the books. They have books. They have relics. They know when the nation of Israel was in power that they are in a situation where it's like, fuck, if we don't fall in line with these niggas, they're gonna whoop our ass.
Yeah.
They are going to whoop our ass. Yeah, and that's where you're gonna go back to, and even worse, because you Edomites are, after that 1,000 years, you're not being anywhere found.
Nowhere.
You're gone. So get ready.
Yeah.
Israel banging on the door.
Yeah.
So with that, you got anything else?
Nope.
So with that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Thawadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for allowing us to do another video through His Spirit. Thawadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for giving us His truth as worms. Double honor to our apostle elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessing to the whole select. Kwan Bak Yam,
Going back in.
and Shalom.
Shalom.